Now, rough riding on these back roads wouldn't be complete without a trail boss. Meet Rick Russell, a four-wheeling legend for over 30 years. Rick, what you got for us on today's trail?
Well, we're out here at the El Mirage Recreation Area. There's 24,000 acres out here, and we're up here next to the Shadow Mountains and the RoughWheelers. Bob, tell us a little bit about the trail you've got for us.
Well, the trail we have today is rough, loose hills, a little bit of sand, some canyons, maybe on a scale of 1 to 5, 3, 4, sometimes a 5.
Today, we'll be riding shotgun with another member of our Dirty 30, Dave Snoopy Talenko, and a few of his buddies from a four-wheeling club called the RoughWheelers. Along with Dave, meet Bob, Andy, and Bruce. Now, the unique thing about Snoopy and his buddies is they're responsible for getting a brand new trail opened up in the El Mirage area. But before they could hit the road, Rick quickly learned there was one order of business they needed to attend to.
Snoopy, exactly how did you do this?
Well, we were going on Snoopy's Gulch. We were pre-running it. We wanted to make sure it was going to be good for today. But going back down, I just turned into this side of this rock, and it kept on turning. That's the rock right there. That yellow paint right on that rock.
It looks like Snoopy yellow.
The rock was inside here.
Wow.
And if I had been strapped in, I might have gotten hurt. As well, I didn't get hurt at all, just my feelings.
Now Rick figures he should have first crack at removing the door.
Look at that, they were already loosened for you. How about that?
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. That's what's supposed to happen.
Forget Rick. Andy knows what to do.
Close. Oh, here's some more parts down here I gotta take off.
Maybe a third guy would help.
There you go. Screwdriver. Right to the post.
Don't let my wife see this.
Nope. Better get number 4.
I think I got a quarter stick of dynamite.
Enter guy number 5.
Don't cut the good stuff.
So, how many four-wheelers does it take to remove a door?
Job. That's how you open a door. Hey, Andy, would you hand me my auxiliary door? We're ready.
And with that, our rough-wheeling crew was on their way.
Ready to go.
Okay, Bob, where are we going here on Fearless Folly's trail?
We're going to start right here, Hugger's Hill.
Hugger's Hill.
Hugger's Hill.
Hugger's Hill. This hill was named after Hugger. That's a gal in our club. She got to go up this hill first, and we named it after her. Let's go do it, guys.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to ask, why do you need a new trail?
The Jeep clubs have a real positive impact on the area as far as the environment, as far as cleaning up old mine sites and old homesteads and trash dumps and so forth.
You'll find that, in general, off-road community does not leave trash.
This hill is a pretty famous hill in our club. It's called Tire Shredder Hill. And I think most of the members have gotten at least one tire on it. I've gotten 5 extremely sharp rocks. The reason they call it Fearless's Trail is because Fearless went out on the first days that we were there, and he found this trail and he conquered it. We named him Fearless back in the late 60s because he was fearless and he'd be the first one on the trail to have to conquer it.
Now this is something that you won't see unless you have a four-wheel drive vehicle. This vista up here is just awesome. I mean, look at that view. The El Mirage Dry lake bed in the back, which is not so dry today. Got the mountains in the back, the National Forest. I mean, it is just gorgeous up here.
We're getting ready to head off towards phase 2 of Snoopy's Gulch. This is awesome coming down this part. It doesn't look like a heck of a lot, but there's 2 or 3 little waterfalls and they progressively get further and further apart and deeper. And if you watch the tires in the front, they'll keep washing out and sliding down the hill. See what I mean? Just keeps on sliding down the hill. You turn. Oh, it doesn't want to turn. I know it'll make it. It's awesome. Here's Bruce. He makes it look like there's no big deal. Over to his left here, that's a sheer cliff. That's about a 7 or 8 foot drop off, straight down. It's not a comfortable feeling. Now Russ is going to show us that he hasn't done this for a while. You know, he's got a really built up Jeep here. You'll see here, he gets quite a thrill out of going up this hill because he can get a little air in his tires. That boy, Rick. There's our Fearless. Now, he does not like side hills. And what he even likes less is
How to disconnect that sway bar so that you get full articulation of the wheels, or in Carl's case,
Fearless's Folly Trail was created by Snoopy and his buddies with the approval and involvement of the Bureau of Land Management. Other sections of the trail had been run earlier in the day, so the RoughWheelers decided to step it up a notch and hit Bus Stop's Bad News, named after Andy Bus Stop Hammond.
There'll be some difficulty out here today. The issues that we've had in the past were that we had to do a little rock stacking, and we get up towards the top here, and there's some cantilever off-camber stuff that it was very wet, and we were crabbing across the top of the hill, which was kind of scary.
Before they set out on this folly-filled stretch, the group decides they should get out and walk this section of the trail first.
There's a reason they call the trail Fearless's Folly, because I'm fearless and I help blaze it. And as you can see, it's foolhardy to go up it. It's a folly.
Folly or not, Andy figures he should be the one to lead the group up his section of the trail.
I hear everyone's saying they keep blazing these trails, but whose Jeep's in front?
Yeah,
Mine.
let's go. Hey, you wouldn't let me in front. How can I blaze the trail?
It's only because you make a good anchor.
Yeah, that's it.
And with that, the bus leaves the station.
The trails that we have created, we actually did create. And we have defined the trails so that people can stay on the trails and just keep this one area for a trail. We don't want everybody driving off to the sides of the trail because this way it's going to create a lot more erosion than necessary. Besides, if you keep on one trail, it keeps getting tore up a little bit more and makes it a little bit more exciting to do a trail. Smell that fresh dirt? Lots of good traction.
Don't break nothing.
Are you ready, Bruce? Let's hit it. Later on down the road, we're going to get some special signs that the Bureau of Land Management is going to supply us that will mark the trails accordingly with the GPS readings and mile marker readings. It's fun. It's a lot of fun to go up these trails.
I'm stuck. I can't imagine what happened. I think these guys moved some rocks so that I would get stuck.
Looks like it's time for the first winch of the day. And with a little help from anchor boy Andy, Bruce has made it through. Now Snoopy's been watching things very closely from further down the trail.
I got a pretty good shot of making it up there. I've got a little bit more ground clearance, a little bit wider tire. And this may be an advantage to having a long wheelbase.
Okay, well let's see what you got there, Snoop.
That's just downright sick.
Now, Bruce, you didn't really intend to sound downright jealous, did you?
Woo! They broke it in for me. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. I believe the longer wheelbase is an advantage because it is longer. I was able to get good footings on the bottom and the top and then just give it a little bit of gas and it just hooked right up and just pulled me right up.
With the first part of the hill behind them, the guys move in a few strategically placed rocks. And again, it's Bus Stop showing us why this trail's aptly named Bad News. So how's it feel to be a trailblazer there, Bruce?
I don't want to look at the right-hand side of the Jeep when I get back. Hopefully it still exists. Yeah, no problem. Piece of cake.
All right, Snoop, show us how it's done.
I ain't going nowhere. Not only am I stuck on that rock, but I'm side-hilled. This is very touchy.
So, once again, it's Bus Stop to the rescue.
Whoa, that's a big rock. Oh my gosh. I want to show you something here. See these marks right here? There's circumferential, go around circles. That's my drive shaft hitting on there. I think I wore half my drive shaft off.
At the end of the day, Snoopy and the RoughWheelers suffered no major damage. But something tells me, even if they had, this group of trailblazing four-wheelers would do whatever it takes to spend one more day in the great outdoors.
Best part of the day is right now.
Yeah, end of the day.
End of the day. I got through it. I didn't get embarrassed too bad, too often. Didn't get stuck hardly but once or twice. But sit back with our friends, and you guys too.
Thank you. He uses those terms loosely.
Loosely, very loosely.
It's all good just to be out of town and enjoying my friends' company and out away from all the hassles and people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what happens. It's
Well said.
Yeah, also waking up and looking out the window and seeing the desert. It's so good.
Well, I'll tell you that off-camber section was definitely the wildest time I had today. That was good. But I'll tell you, that was, you get this feeling as to how much farther should you push this, you know, and so.
Yeah, and on that same thought on that last turn that we were coming up there, and my vehicle was not wanting to go up the hill. It kept wanting to go down the hill. The more I turned it, the more it wanted to go this way. And I know Bruce was getting that same feeling. And that is not a good feeling.
No,
I mean,
not at all.
side hill was one thing, but that had me about I would say about a 7 or 8 foot drop off.
Oh yeah.
The downhill off camber is a real thrill with the automatic transmission because the only way you have to slow it down is the brakes. The brakes stop the front wheels, and it's really hard to take your foot off the brake when you're speeding up, going down the hill about to die.
Well, I want to thank all you guys for taking us across this trail. Great job working with the Bureau of Land Management to get authority to get in here and prove that the off-roaders are more than just beat them up. And I noticed all you guys were picking up trash along the trails.
We enjoyed having you guys out. We enjoyed it a lot, actually. It was a fun day. It was a fun day.
Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Same.
Until the next trail.
Rick, next trail, next time.
All right, thanks a lot.
Rick, thank you.
Yeah.